Hello, hello, and welcome. I'm Cheryl, and this is Your Journey Yoga. Today, we are going to do a fun, little quicker paced workout for the legs and the lower body. You might notice that your heart rate shifts a little bit. That's a beautiful thing. Take it at your own pace. If you need to slow down, absolutely do so. If you need a drink of water, absolutely grab one. Not a super long series of stretches, but with the quicker pace, a little bit more for the heart. I'm still going to get those great benefits of the stretching, flexibility, and balance. So with that being said, let's get warmed up a little bit, shall we? All right, guys. So anywhere on your mat that you'd like to be, feet are going to be hip width apart, bending the knees, bringing the hands to the tops of the knees, fingertips pointing inward. Take a big breath in and press the chest forward. Arch your back. Gaze to the sky. Exhale, hollow the tummy and chest. Press your spine towards the back. Tuck your chin. Inhale, press it through, arch the back, gaze to the sky. Standing cat and cow. Weight is in our heels, moving at the pace of our breath. Firing up those legs a little bit to get warm. Oh, just working out the kinks in that back. Let's do one more each direction. And our last cat. Coming back to neutral, reach to the sky. Pull the hands to heart center, sit to chair. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, arch it back, open those arms to a nice wide V. Inhale, reach to the sky, once again sitting to chair. Inhale, rise, reach to the sky. Exhale, arch it back. Again, inhale, reach. One more time. Sit to chair. Inhale, reach to the sky, and exhale, arch it back. Inhale it up nice and tall. Hands fold forward, bend those knees. Place the hands on the knees and walk those hands down. So supporting with that first forward fold if you need it. Keeping those hands on the knees if that feels better to you. Just allowing that upper body to sink. A little shift of the weight forward and back, toes and then into the heels. And we're just checking in, guys. If it feels right to you, bring your hands to your elbows. Hold on. If you need those hands for support, keep them. And just breathe. Come back to center. Even out that weight distribution in those feet. And gently sway side to side. So as we work those legs, guys, those legs are powerful muscles. But they also are pretty darn important to get those stretches in. Because those tight hamstrings pretty much always ends up in a tight lower back. Let's come it back to center, relax those arms. Once again, shifting weight forward and back, noticing if the body has started to let go of any tension that it was holding, any tightness that it was holding. My lower back is saying thank you, thank you, thank you. Coming back to center. And let's slowly roll it up. With a big shoulder roll at the top. Shoulders slide down and away. Do that one more time. Big shoulder roll, like up and back. And shoulders slide down and away. And let's step to the top of the mat if you're not already there. To mountain. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, walk, step or hop to high plank. Crocodile down, toes or knees. Press it through, up dog. And let's sit it back to child's pose. Just a nice little stretch for those quadriceps. A nice little release for that lower back. Good little stretch for those shoulders. Just checking in, guys. So at any point, you are welcome to come back to child's pose, to grab a drink. Again, a fairly quick series here. They'll add up. But just sticking with it for a bit, it'll feel super good at the end. And hopefully it'll feel really good during. But It always feels good at the end. Extending those arms out nice and long, hands shoulder width apart, spread your fingers wide. Let's lift the forehead, tuck the toes, press and lift your hips to the sky. Up to downward facing dog. And let's just gently alternate bending knees. Walk it out. So just checking in with those legs, guys. Breathe. As you exhale, let both heels sink. We shift our weight to our left foot, right toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that right foot through. Keeping that knee off of the mat if you can. We come up to a full crescent lunge. If that back knee needs to come to the mat, that is okay. So we're going to be moving here, guys. Inhale, straightening that front leg a little bit. Exhale and sink. Again, inhale, straighten. Exhale and sink. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, straighten. Exhale and sink. Let's do that 1 more time. Inhale, straighten. Exhale and sink. Breathe. Beginning to hinge it forward. We're going to draw that back foot all the way in to a chair. 3 pulses. 2, 3. We're going to step it right back to that low lunge. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, straighten that front leg. Exhale and sink 1 more time. Inhale, straighten. Exhale and sink. So we're doing a series of 3. Shift it forward, reaching out through those fingertips. Draw that back foot into chair. 3 pulses. 2 and 3. Step that left foot right back. Inhale, straighten. Exhale and sink. So this is our 3rd time on that right side. Inhale, straighten. Exhale and sink. Inhale, reach, lengthen, hinge it forward. Draw that back foot in. 3 chair pulses. 2 and 3. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, walk, step or hop to high plank. Toes or knees, crocodile down. Press it through up dog. And exhale to down dog. Checking in. Shifting your weight to your right foot, left toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that left foot through. Back knee off if you can, otherwise knee can be down. Breathe, shoulders soft. Feel that stretch, feel that strength. Inhale, straighten that front leg a little bit. And then exhale, sink. Inhale, straighten. Exhale and sink. We've got 3 more of this one. Inhale, straighten. Exhale and sink. Last 2. Inhale, straighten, core staying strong. Exhale and sink. Last one. Inhale, straighten. Exhale and sink. Inhale, reach and hinge it forward. Long diagonal line. Big step in to chair. 3 pulses. 2 and 3. Step that right foot back. Inhale, straighten. Exhale and sink. So it's about control. It's about strength. And sink. Inhale, reach, lengthen. Draw that back foot in. 3 chair pulses. 1, 2, and 3. And stepping that right foot back. 3rd round, guys. Inhale, straighten. Exhale and sink. Inhale, straighten. Exhale and sink. Inhale, straighten. Exhale and sink, lengthen. Hinge it forward, long diagonal line. Stepping in. 3 pulses. 1, 2, 3. Inhale, rise. Exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, walk, step or hop to high plank. Crocodile down, toes or knees. Press it through up dog. And exhale to down dog. Alternate bending those knees. Walk it out. That was amazing. Good job, you guys. Breathe. As you exhale, let both heels sink. Taking the gaze between your hands, walk, step, or hop to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down. Inhale, reverse swan dive up. And pull those hands to heart center. Let's take a giant step back, opening and turning the toes out to a T, or arms out to a T, turning those toes out to about 45 degrees. Breathe, lengthen through the crown of the head, slowly begin to hinge it forward. We're gonna come halfway over and release those hands. Supporting with those hands, we inhale and bend that right. Supporting with those hands as we inhale, bending that left knee. And rise. Inhale, bend the right knee. And rise. So we're coming kind of down into a crouching pose. And we're just alternating sides. Alternating bending knees, getting that beautiful long stretch through the inner thigh, those adductor muscles, keeping those core muscles strong. Now we can keep those hands down, or if you like, strong through the belly. We rise and reach. We rise and reach. So reaching across, moving, slow and steady. So again, you can keep those hands down. If you want to add that reach, add the reach. Add the reach. So lots of variations, guys. You can reach across. Breathe, just keep moving those legs. Keep that belly strong, or almost there. Find that breath. Last one each side. We come back to center and extend those legs. Release the weight of the upper body down. Shifting your weight to your heels, turn those toes inward and release the weight of the upper body down. Shift the weight to the balls of the feet. Heel those, bring your heels in a little bit and release the weight of the upper body down. Extending those arms out to a T, core strong, lengthen through the crown of the head. Let's slowly rise all the way back up. Give yourself a release, those arms. Turn and step back to the top of the mat. Bring the big toes to touch, little space between the heels. Inhale, reach to the sky and sit to chair. So a little different than our chair that we did before with those pulses. Knees are gently touching. Big toes are gently touching. Pull the hands to heart center. Shift your weight forward, lift your heels. And breathe. Inhale, half lift. Exhale and sink. Inhale, half lift. Exhale and sink. Now let's rise. Extend those arms. Extend the legs. Reach, 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 reach. Circle the arms to the back. As your hands pass by your hips, pull the hands to heart center and begin to sink. Breathe. Back to that balanced chair. Inhale, half lift. Exhale and sink. Inhale, half lift. Exhale and sink, and we rise. Extending, reaching, working all of those muscles in the feet, the core, making yourself as tall as you possibly can. Circle those arms to the back. Pull those hands through heart center, and we sink once again. We've got one more set, you guys. You feeling this? Inhale, half lift. Exhale and sink. Inhale, half lift. Oh my goodness. And sink. Inhale, rise. Last rise. Strong, strong, strong. Extend those fingertips to the sky as tall as you can make yourself. Circle those arms to the back. Pull those hands through to heart center. And once again, back to that balanced chair. Oh my gosh, this is gonna feel so good. Release those heels. Whew, that was amazing. Inhale, reach. And exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, walk, step, or hop to high plank. And let's lift those hips to down dog. And just gently alternate, bending the knees. That was a ton of work for those feet, for those ankles, for those legs. That was really challenging. I hope you did well. I hope there was some success there. Maybe a little bit of frustration. That was craziness. Inhale up to the balls of the feet. Exhale, press the chest and shoulders toward your thighs. Reach your sit bones high. And then gently release them down. We inhale it to high plank. Crocodile down. Press it through up dog. Open up those knees and sit it back to extended child's pose. Just breathe. Nice big deep breaths, guys. And then slowly walk those hands up. Come over onto a hip, sweep your feet around, and slide on down to the top of the mat. Let's bring the hands behind the thighs and rock back to boat pose. We can keep the support behind those thighs, or you're welcome to release the support. Breathe. Keeping that core strong, bringing the knees to touch, flex your feet. Let's lift those shins if that feels okay to you, creating a nice straight line across the top of the shins. If you like, extend those legs. Really fire up those quads. And we're going to point and flex. So wherever your legs are, whether the knees are bent or they're long, point and flex those feet. So we're activating different muscles in the feet. The calves, the hamstrings, the quadriceps, the hip flexors, the core. Breathe. And let's bend the knees. Lift just slightly. Give that little lower back a little release. And then we're going to slowly open the knees, allowing the outsides of your feet to rest on the mat. We're going to have those feet out and away from us a little bit. And we're going to come back, bringing the hands behind us. So just kind of a lounging butterfly. Core is strong. We're going to lift our hips and we're going to slide those hips forward, deepening that stretch through the inner thigh and then backing it off. Again, press it forward and bring it back. So taking care of those shoulders, guys. If this isn't the very best place for you, just come to butterfly. Working to press those knees out to the side one more time. Keeping that core strong, backing it off, releasing your bottom down. Let's sit up nice and tall. Soles of the feet remain together and just hinge it forward, rounding over. Nice big deep breaths. Allowing the head to be heavy. Just giving that head a little shake, yes or no. Letting go tension. Starting at that the lower back, the tailbone. Let's roll it on up, one vertebra at a time, till we can sit up nice and tall. Breathe. Let's close those knees, extending those legs out nice and long, arms out nice and long, and slowly roll yourself back. Extending right arm, and let's roll to that right side. Legs are long, and we're going to lift those feet, and we're going to bring them forward just slightly. Hips are stacked. Left hand is there for support. Your side of your head is just resting onto that arm. Breathe. So we're going to lift both feet and lower both feet. Lift the legs and lower. Lift the legs and lower. Lift the legs and lower. One more time. Lift the legs and lower. Now I just want you to lift that top leg. Lift the leg and lower. Just the top, pointing those toes, and breathe. So we're firing up that glute med. We're working the whole leg, and we get this benefit of working the core. Good, 2 more. Now we're going to tie these together, you guys. So we're going to lift that top leg. We're going to hold that top leg up. We're going to lift the bottom leg to lift the top leg. Bottom leg and top. So we're going to separate them. Top, bottom, bottom, top. Lift, lift, lower, lower. So we're trying to minimize the movement in that upper body and those hips. So it's just the legs moving, and you're going to really start to feel inner thighs, outer thighs, glutes, and core. Let's go 2 more. Hold and flutter kick. So just little baby flutter kicks, but I want you to be mindful of where you are, and do you feel your body rolling kind of back and forth? That's pretty normal, and it's just fine. 3, 2, and 1. Hold and lower both together. Beautiful. Now we're going to lift that top leg. We're going to draw that knee forward, extend the leg, circle it around, and bend the knee. So we're just making a big circle, like if you were pedaling a bike. Pull the knee forward, but we're going to stop at that midline rather than coming all the way back. So we stop right above the other leg, pulling the knee in, extend it out, circle it back. Knee, extend and circle, knee, extend and circle. 2 more. Knee, extend and circle back, knee, extend and circle back. Beautiful job. Let's pull that left knee in and just kind of roll the tummy and chest open. That should feel really good on that left hip. Not too bad on your back either. I always love this one. And let's go ahead and roll it back over and use your arms to help you come back up and sweep those feet around to the other side. So that left arm is extended, that right hand is there for support. Our legs are long, right out from those hips. We're going to lift the legs and we're going to bring them forward just slightly. So if you were to look down, you could look down and see your toes. And we're going to lift both legs. Lift and lower, keeping that little bit of a pike position, keeping those hips stacked, and keeping the breath moving slowly. Fluid, those exhales as you work, the inhales as you release. Don't be afraid to let people hear you breathe. It's always good. And one of the beauties of being at home, maybe nobody else is around, so you can breathe however you want to. Inhale, lift and lower. 2 more. Lift and lower, lift and lower. Now just that top leg. Lift and lower. So rather than lifting it up as high as you can lift it, I want you to really be purposeful and lengthen through those toes. Keeping those toes pointing forward. We have this tendency to kind of roll back as we work to open up that leg really high. I want you to focus on intensity and mindful movement. Can you keep that quad really engaged? Can you keep reaching through those toes? How about that core? Can you keep it strong and your whole upper body solid? So we should really start feeling this in that glute med. Breathe and through those core muscles, supporting. We've got 1 more. Okay, so we're going to add now, remember? So we added, we're going to lift the top leg, lift the lower leg, lower the lower leg, and lower the top. So it's a lift, lift, lower, lower, lift, lift, lower, lower. Now I want you to really be mindful. As you do that lower leg lift, that's the really challenging piece. Keeping that top leg just where it is and bringing that bottom leg up to meet it. If it doesn't quite meet, it's okay. Can you get it off the floor if you're like, wow, no, not today? It's okay, it'll come. So we're working inner and outer thighs. So that adductors and abductors. Keeping that core strong. Let's go 2 more. You guys feel that yet? Oh yes, I do. And breathe. And hold. And let's do flutter kicks. So really trying to minimize that rocking if you can help it in that upper body. If it happens, it's okay. But really working to minimize as we do these flutter kicks. So those feet just a little off of the mat. Core is strong and really draw that belly button in and up. Breathe. So just mindful movement, you guys, is really the key of the game. Breathe. In 3, 2, 1, and hold. Point those toes and slowly lower those legs down. We're going to pull that right knee forward. Extend the leg straight out. Circle it around right over that left leg. Pull the knee in. Extend it out. Circle it back. So again, we're not going to go past that lower leg. So we're just mindful of that front, circle around. So you're on a half a bike. Don't be on half a bike, but you're going to do a half a pedal. Breathe. So as we get that extension, we're working those hamstrings, getting a little stretch there. You guys feel that left or that right hip yet? Oh my goodness. That glute med is like, whew, hello. Breathe. 3 more. Awesome, you guys. Last 2. And last 1. And relax. Pull that right knee in. Roll yourself open and get that great stretch for that right hip. I got a little bit of fire going on in that right hip. It feels pretty good, warm and fuzzy. Breathe. And we slowly roll it back. And let's roll it over onto the tummy. So we're going to get one more added bonus here for the legs, but also for the back. That whole back, lower back, mid back, upper back. So with every day that passes, we have this tendency that head gets pulled forward, the shoulders get pulled forward, the chest gets a little bit tighter, the back gets a little bit lazier and looser. So we want to reverse that. So we want to keep that upper back really strong. We want to really fire up those glutes and that whole posterior chain of our body, every muscle down the back of the body. So hands are going to rest right by your face, elbows are wide, chin and nose to the mat. As you inhale, I want you to squeeze your buns and lift the body. Breathe. Now those hands can remain here, or if it's okay for you, extend those arms out. I want you to point those toes and squeeze your buns. How much of your thighs can you get off the mat? Now pull it back. Inhale, lift, and again, you can keep those hands down, you can keep them right by your face, or extend. Point those toes. How much of your thighs can you get off the mat? And release. Inhale, lift. Breathe. Firing up the whole body. And release. We've got one more. And we lift. Point those toes. Squeeze your buns, guys. Now I want you to pull those elbows back and see if you can lift any higher. Getting that chest a little bit more off the ground. Gazing forward towards the top center of your mat. And gently release it down. Hands right by your chest. Press it back to child's pose. Oh, that feels really good. Nice work, you guys. Finding that breath. Slow and steady. As you're ready, extend those arms out nice and long, hands shoulder width apart. Let's lift the forehead, tuck the toes, press and lift your hips to the sky. We come up to our downward facing dog. Hopefully feeling pretty darn good. Nice stretch to the backs of the legs. Gently sway those hips side to side. You guys did awesome work today. Beautiful, beautiful job. Coming back to center. Taking the gaze between your hands. Walk, step, or hop to forward fold. And just relax the arms. Let the head be heavy. And just ever so slowly roll it on up. Stacking each vertebra one at a time. and a big shoulder roll at the top. Shoulders slide down and away. I want to thank you guys so much for being here with me today. Thank you. Amazing job. Hopefully feeling amazing and strong and ready for the rest of the day. You guys are beautiful, and I appreciate you a ton. Enjoy. Be healthy. Stay safe. Stay sane. And keep doing all you're doing to help make the very best version of yourself that there is. I appreciate you. Until the next time, light and love, and be well. Namaste.